So you know what sucks, guys? When you do the entire initial unboxing and the entire video with all the energy and all the excitement, and then you find out that there was a card write error and your entire video was not actually recorded. Yay. So, I'm going to do my best, my very best, to recreate the whole thing with all the excitement and all the energy, but here I am. Here we are. This just arrived. This arrived a few hours ago. And I stopped everything I was doing to do the unboxing for this. This is the OKNIFE DREVER from Olight. Just released in the flash sale a few days ago. Now the funny thing is, a while ago, Olight, my representative that I usually work with, asked me if I'd be interested in checking out a new knife design they have. And, you know, said keep it super secret. And they sent me a little, they said it's going to be a little EDC knife. And they sent me a pre-production sample, and I not only critiqued it, they wanted all my input on it. I made them like a 6-minute video on different things that I thought they could change and improve, whatever. And then I knew that there was going to be a knife coming up, and I was all excited to see it. And this has nothing to do with the knife they showed me, which is really funny. Absolutely nothing to do with it. And and I'm sure I'm not the only person they showed that to. You know, obviously, I'm sure they showed it to other people and got their input too. But I have been told that that knife is still in play, and I can't tell you anything else about it. So we might see another nice little EDC blade from Olight in the near future. Now, this knife has taken a lot of hate online already. I didn't realize how many Olight haters there were in the world, because I really like Olight. I genuinely like Olight. I use them all the time, and they have done great for me. But it is what it is. So why people hate on this knife? You know why they hate on this knife? Because it says Olight. Factoid number 1, this knife is produced by KIZER, and if this had KIZER on the blade instead of Olight, people would be gushing for this knife. But it is what it is. Look at that. It's like a full-size, you know, picture on the box. So we're going to look at this knife. This one was sent to me by Olight. I missed out on the sale. I wanted to buy one, but I didn't. This knife is available in 2 different finishes. So this is the blacked out version. There's a really sweet looking one with blue G10 and a satin finish blade. These things sold out in like minutes when they released them. And unfortunately, I've already seen online, a lot of them were bought by just jerks who bought them to price gouge other people later on. When they have an MSRP of $69.99. Some of them, you know, you could get them for like $50 during the flash sale. Some of them were available. But this is available. But this basically has the materials that you would find any other KIZER in their Vanguard line. Right now, you know, KIZER has kind of their sort of lower end Vanguard line with more affordable materials and everything, and it's got all the fit and finish as one of those knives. So unfortunately, like I said, I had already done the initial unboxing. So in the box, you've got this little guy with a little Olight thing. Shows you about the knife. Okay, it weighs 3.42 ounces. Honestly, it carries that weight a little bit heavy for a knife this size. You've got some measurements right there. Overall, you know, but this really doesn't matter. The knife comes in this little pouch, which, you know, I thought was really cool. I like it. It's kind of lined, but not as well lined as some others. Then it had this little internal pouch with a thing wrapped up in here. And I got all excited. I was like, oh, cool, there's a whole separate pouch for your do not eat. But I found out that it's not a do not eat. It is a dated copper OKNIFE coin. Look at that. So it's a DREVER coin, which I had no idea it was going to come with that. I really didn't know. It's a cool coin. All right. I like that. It's pretty sweet. And so it has its own little place in the pouch. So that's cool. And then we move on to the knife. So the knife has all of the same blue anodized accents that you would find on, you know, an Olight light, which I actually have right here, because like I told you, I carry Olight all the time. So here's the M2R Pro, and you know, you've got the same blue ano accents so it has a black clip instead of a blue clip. So it matches a lot of their lights. But the knife out of the package, centered perfectly, zero blade play in any axis, up, down, or side, because I did try. We've got thumb studs, and we've got a flipper. Now, this thing is not going to push button flipper at all, but it's a beautiful light switch flipper, and the detent is such that I have tried to get it to only half open. It won't do it. It is just built so that this thing opens solid every single time, whether it's flipper or thumb studs. And it is, the action on these bearings is so nice that it is a great fidget knife. You can just mess with it all you want, and you've got a little bit of jimping built in there, but there's no stress on your thumb, so you can just play with this thing all day long. Fidget factor is super high until your fingers get a little worn out from doing the action, which I've been doing a lot during the first iteration of the video. You've got a great sheep's foot blade shape, full flat ground with a nice sweeping fine edge, big swooping belly, great for slicing stuff. Very nice grip on here. Now you do feel the clip in your hand a little bit. Not terrible, not that bad, but you do feel it a little bit. You've got a secondary choil kind of up near the blade, so you've got your primary finger choil with the ramp over there. If you want to choke up, you can. And you've got this jimping over here, which honestly I think could have been done a little bit more aggressively, but you can get your thumb on there pretty well. And so you can get your kind of standard grip where you can choke up and get, I mean, just really nice. Your fingers lock in pretty well, and you get very good control of the blade for whatever it is that you're doing. The thickness of the blade relative to the length is a pretty nice piece of steel. And again, the full flat ground shape, it's a really nice slicing blade. I already did the cut and money test, and very nicely done right out of the package. Like so many other blades, I think that if you just put this on a strop with a little bit of green compound, you're going to have a perfect razor edge in no time. The bevel is perfectly even on both sides, so they did a great job getting this blade ready to you right out of the package, ready to go. Skeletonized liners on both sides to kind of lighten this knife up a little bit, with really nicely done G10 slabs. They're really, really smooth, which is a pro and a con. I think that if you're going to use this in any kind of low grip environment, so if it's wet or anything like that, there's not a lot to grip onto. But again, the design of the knife, you've got a couple good places to really lock your fingers into for good grip. But there's really just no texturing to speak of. The clip, I don't know if that's going to be a little bit loose. I think that'll hold on pretty well, but it is a deep carry clip, which makes me very happy. It is right hand tip up only, which works just fine for me. The size of the handle, so me and my ridiculous big hands, it fills out my hands and then some. Very slim for pocket use and carry. I think it's a great EDC size blade. And again, I think that if this had a KIZER name on it, people would be all over it. I think that the OKNIFE reminds me of a highway patrol kind of badge, actually. But anyway, I think that if it didn't say Olight on it, people wouldn't be hating on this the way they are. It feels good in your hand, carries the weight well. It's a little back heavy, but overall pretty well balanced. You know, a few little things, details here and there that I might improve. As for this guy, I like it. I do like it. Again, it's a KIZER. It's a KIZER that says Olight or OKNIFE. And, you know, the materials that they used, so a lot of people on the online forums are bashing N690, and I've said this over and over. N690 is a good steel. It's not the best steel. So N690 has good edge retention. It's very corrosion resistant, so if this knife's going to be in your pocket and in a moisture area, N690 is a great choice. And using N690 allows them to put this at a price that puts it available to a lot of people, you know, as opposed to using S110 or, you know, M390 or something crazy like that. I think I think N690 is a very good choice for an EDC blade. Obviously, companies like KIZER, Kubi, you know, Spyderco uses it now and then. Benchmade has used it. And so there's nothing wrong with N690. It's just steel snobs want to look down on it because it's not perfect or the best. So I'm going to be carrying this around for a while. Hopefully I'll get my hands on one of the blue ones too, just so we can compare. But this is going to be in my pocket for the next few days. I'm going to be actually using it. This is not going to be a collection queen. I want to put it through its paces, and I will update you with anything I find and see. There's a little bit of stick to the lock. A little bit. Hear that? It's odd. But other than that, it's not the finest knife ever made, obviously. It's an affordable EDC knife. It's you know, made to go with the lights. But it is a good quality. It's once again, I'm going to say it again, it's a KIZER built knife. It's a good knife. I like it. And I can't wait to carry it around and use it for some stuff. And so, obviously, if you hate Olight, you're going to hate anything Olight makes. But I can't wait to see what your thoughts are on the design, on the whole concept of Olight putting out a knife, on the materials and everything else. So I anxiously await your comments, guys. I'm super excited to get my hands on it. Thanks, guys. Looking forward to your comments. Remember that you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon.